Hey guys, Ponce here, and a bit sick today, so sorry no stream, and I'm going to try and keep this brief before I wear my throat out. But I was watching some YouTube stuff. There's a guy whose channel I watch often, Lindy Beige, an archaeologist of some description. I enjoy his programming. So I was watching this old video he did about, how people would draw weapons and, attack with them. And I've been studying weaponry and stuff for quite a while myself. When I was younger, I did Kindle for about 12 years. So I know a little bit about this sort of thing. But yeah, immediately I thought of Shen, in terms of like drawing weapons off your back. And so I went to look at what he does. And he's got sort of shorter weapons here. So, conceivably you could draw this off your back, I guess. And I don't want to go for the angle of, this must be realistic or blah, blah. Obviously it's a video game. It's a weird magical setting, magic is involved. And you got to fight things that don't die in one hit, and there's all kinds of weird stuff you'd have to consider. So the point is, I'm not complaining this is not realistic or whatever. I went to look at Shen's animations, and yet he does something very weird. First, I'll show you just kind of in at full speed here. This is Shen's key strike. If you're not thinking about it too much, it doesn't seem like he does anything too weird with that the key strike version of his attack. His normal attack animation is a bit different. He only just draws one blade. But notice Shen right now. He's got. Let me switch to my webcam here for a second. Shen now. Go back. You have to deal with the crappy webcam. He's got his arms on either side of him. Sort of. Let me reposition myself. On either side of him, kind of like this, right? Either. Same side sword, same. So he draws his left sword with his left hand, and he draws his right sword with his right hand. He just comes straight up like this, right? He'd be drawing, yeah, like kind of like that. However, when he actually key strikes, if you take screenshots or slow it down, basically he goes from this to suddenly switching to this. He goes to a reverse grip on his key strike, which is quite strange. Now, if you think about it, the biomechanics of this would be very strange. It's like, I don't think you'd be able to draw your weapons like this. Like this, you could sort of, I could see it, but drawing both at the same time from either side, it's like, first you can't see. I guess you could bend forward like this, and then try and slide them out like this as short weapons. I guess maybe you could do that. I don't know. But yeah, from a biomechanical perspective, that's quite strange. So let's move to this. I took a bunch of screenshots here. So, whoops, that's phase 3. So as you can see, remember I said when he's just standing there normally doing normal attacks, he has his right hand on his right side and his left hand on his left side. Yep. Suddenly he switches over for the key strike. As you can, here's another shot of it from the front. Shen can't even see anything. He's just covering up his eyes at this point. And then the swing through is quite strange as well. See, notice how Shen, when he has his arms extended, the blades are still held diagonally in front of him, like he hasn't had any kind of snapping motion, like he's not cutting through anything. He's literally moving his hands straight down, like sort of like a machine, I guess, and there's no any kind of snap or anything. So at this point, it's kind of look like he's using garden shears or something. So he has his arms out extended in front of him without actually having swung the weapon. It's just kind of like he brought them straight down in sort of this chopping motion as opposed to a slashing motion. And yeah, eventually he follows through, and then like the blades kind of separate. So yeah, it's basically he's using his weapons like he's bringing them straight down, and then it's a garden shear. At which point he just, I don't know, it's like this, it's a cutting, like you're cutting grass or something, I don't know. So we're going to go back to me for a second here. But so it's like his arms come straight down like this. He's swinging, and then he comes straight down. He doesn't actually have any kind of snapping motion. Then like garden shears, he does that, and he sort of pulls the blades away. So I don't know why he would do that, maybe it's the magic of the blades, and they have to do it that way to get the full effect of the key strike. But yeah, normally speaking, I'll do it with one hand, so it's a bit easier to see. But if you were to draw off your back, as impractical as that is, there would still be like any kind of general cutting motion. The arm would snap out like that. So long before you brought your arm straight down, the blade wouldn't be held at an angle in the opposite direction still, because you would have cut through something. you know, you don't bring your arm straight. Actually, as let's do a straight motion. It might be a bit easier to understand this way. But you wouldn't bring your arm straight down like this and have it perfectly straight, and then after your arm is straight, then go to cut through things. No, if you're cutting down or if you're cutting through something, so let me do it in slow motion. It's kind of like there's a snapping motion with the wrist and the shoulder, and basically all your joints are just kind of, you know, is again a snapping motion. It's how you cut things. You don't. It's not like an axe or something where, well, even an axe you wouldn't use it like this, but it's not like you come straight down and then you cut. It's like it's all one, you know, fluid motion. You cut through things. And anyway, that's it for me from this weird video of mine. I'm going to cut it off now because my throat's starting to go. Like I said, I'm a bit sick right now. So hopefully I get back to streaming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, goodbye.